Enduro racing is getting riskier and rowdier than ever before. And as those courses are truly progressing, of course the rewards are getting greater, but so are those risks. To keep up, riders, bikes and equipment all must be at the cutting edge to match this progression. So much so that at certain rounds of events like Enduro World Series, like this one here in Italy, it's now mandatory to use back protection alongside the full face helmet, gloves and pads. So what does it take to develop and deliver protection that's up to the task of protecting bones and flesh against ragged impacts, yet remain comfortable for the sharp end of enduro racing? Well, thanks to Bluegrass, we are here at Val di Fassa in Italy for the first round of the Enduro World Series to find out. The format of enduro racing is quite unique in terms of mountain bike competition. It's a multi-day event, typically run over 2 days, where competitors have to get around a series of different stages. Now this requires the fitness of a cross-country racer, but the skill of a technical downhill racer just to be able to get through these courses. With mandatory back protection, full face helmets, gloves and knee pads, the demands on the rider's equipment can be nearly as tough as the race itself. I've got to offer maximum protection for those hits that are almost an inevitability when you're racing in conditions like these, but I also have to have the freedom, because let's face it, they're pedaling all day long. Plus, I have to be very well ventilated to help the riders manage their temperatures in heat like this. So Liam, from a rider's point of view, can you tell us a bit about what you're looking for in body armour?
Yeah, sure. I'm basically looking for something that I'll actually wear because historically I've dodged wearing body armour wherever I can.
We want breathable feet.
I've never been a big fan of sort of any armour. I used to just wear a helmet, no gloves, nothing, like 5 or 6 years ago. The materials are generally quite hard as well, and that can be a bit itchy and sweaty and unpleasant.
So body armour they can almost forget they're wearing is definitely top of the riders list. But how does that work when it comes to back protection?
This Bluegrass is perfect for that. It's very light and flexible.
One of the things that I really like about this is that it doesn't smell. You can have a smell if you want. You might not want to, but I have worn it the last 2 days without washing it and it smells quite nice.
There is a long back protector, so we can put that on the short, so it doesn't move anymore and push your head with the helmet, so for that it's perfect.
Generally they'll rub on your trousers, they'll bump on your helmet, they're stiff, they're hard, they're just uncomfortable, aren't they? But this one, it conforms to the shape of your body and it's almost like a nice cotton t-shirt feel, but it's obviously a performance material, so it wicks the sweat away from you and keeps you cool.
You don't have to put a technical t-shirt underneath. With that, it doesn't move and we are well protected.
It's as close to not wearing a back protector as you can get without wearing a back protector.
Now Bluegrass, in case you're wondering, is actually an affiliate brand of the Met Helmets brand. And it started in around 2008 when they decided to make a special product range focusing on downhill BMX and gravity riding. So really this is a showcase for one of their best products. Can you tell us a bit about how you got to this?
Yeah, so first we started from an input of our riders who were exactly as you were saying, they want to have something that can actually wear easily for any day, every ride, not just racing, also in training. So the first concept was, okay, let's try to remove the zip. So we ended up finding this supplier in Italy who is working with seamless technology and a special kind of fiber, which is the dry armico fiber. And yeah, that was the first step of the project, which led us to make something which is like a proper second skin on the body, which gives you the best comfort and the best fit on the skin, but also in terms of breathability, you don't have any limit with this one.
Yeah, so that to me just feels like a super high quality base layer. Yeah, and it protects you.
The fabric is exactly the same that the fiber actually, that one that is being used for a ski base layer or a running base layer, the fabric is the same. So it works like a thermoregulation fiber, so both for cold to hot, or the other side from when you are too hot to make you feel a bit fresher, cooler, exactly. We just have 2 sizes, but which cover the full range, because the fiber is extremely elastic, super ergonomic, and also one of the most important thing for us, it's unisex, so that it's perfectly working for any body shape.
So tell us a little bit about how you integrated with D3O.
The nice thing is that we ended up using the new back protector from D3O, the BP4, which is softer, works better also in cold condition. So it works perfectly with the concept of having something super light, super breathable, which again doesn't give you any limit while using it.
Bluegrass worked in collaboration with D3O to develop their new back protector. But what is D3O and what makes it so good for integrating into mountain bike protection? We're here today at the D3O facilities in the UK to find out a bit more about how this magical stuff works, how they make it, and of course, in particular, taking a look at the BP4 back protector. Now, Bluegrass exclusively use this in their current range of back protectors and vests and body armor jackets because of the fact it is incredibly lightweight, it's incredibly well ventilated, as you can see from that geometric pattern in there, and of course is very malleable and protective. This really is the future of mountain bike body armor as far as back protection goes, and we're going to find out everything about it. The obvious question, what exactly is D3O, the material? What is this orange stuff and how does it do its job?
Yeah, so this is where it all starts, or all started as well. So this is our patent. So it's called non-Newtonian material. So it's a material that's going to behave very differently depending on the amount of strain or stress you put onto it. So whether it's a very light impact or really high impact, it's going to adapt. It's almost like a responsive, smart material that knows what you need. So like here, for example, if I grab some, you've got this really gooey, soft material that's currently relaxed, and I'm not applying any strength or any impact to it. So I'm going to make it a ball. So if I just show you how soft it is, it really behaves just like a molding paste or one of these. However, if I make it a ball of it and then take this pretty strong hammer, then instead of just spreading like you would expect a soft material, it just resists and hardens. So all the molecules inside that material, as the energy arrives, they all want to buckle up and all kind of strengthen and provide that protection. And this is what allows us to have the perfect balance between comfort, flexibility when you need it, and impact protection when you need it. So we've got our mini factory here in the UK. We can do quick prototyping, test it on the same day, see where we're at, and then iterate and keep doing until we move that to our operations team.
So I'm going to be able to see this stuff getting made and turned into stuff today, hopefully.
Exactly.
This is how much faith I've got in this stuff right now. That's pretty impressive, isn't it, actually? Okay, so this is the new BP4 back protector. So this really is what I'm here to find out more about. Yeah. Please tell me that you're going to say this is the predecessor.
This is the old one. This is the BP3, very original with the names, but there's a big, big step between this one and this product.
Yeah, can you, in fact, I've got to get my hands on this, but if you can run us through the sort of the differences and how you've got to where the BP4 is now.
So remember what I was talking about with the material selection and the formulation. So our technologies have evolved quite a bit between this, and mostly in terms of softness and flexibility. Yeah. So that's probably the biggest issue with this one, even though it was at the time market leading. We wanted to be able to improve that softness and how much it flexes for the end user, especially for the kind of integration that Bluegrass is looking at. Very close to the body, base layer, you want a material that's really soft and comfortable. You don't want to feel any hard points. I
can't believe how sort of malleable that is by comparison. Like this is still flexible, but this is almost like a second skin.
Exactly, so you can even like roll it. That's how soft this is. and obviously passes the exact same certification requirement, CE certified, and performance is there. But it was a lot of work for the materials team to be able to improve that softness and flexibility, the comfort piece, without compromising the impact performance. So that's where it all started from a material standpoint. As you can see, there's a lot more going on here than kind of the material inside that you can't see. So breathability was the next big focus. We know, talking to riders and partners, one of the main areas they want to improve constantly is to move away from a big slab of foam that's blocking all sort of ventilation to something that's way more open. And that's what we've managed to do with the BP4. So without sacrificing on impact performance, our design team came up with that tri-vent, that's the way we call it, tri-vent pattern, allowing full airflow, which makes this back protector 34% more breathable than any back protector on the market today.
I'd imagine then, in combination with how breathable this is vital that the manufacturer that you work with provides a garment that allows for that. Because this literally looks like it's designed purely around that.
Exactly. So there's only so much we can do as D3O to kind of influence the final product. And then, as you said, it's all about our partner developing the right garment around it to maximize the added value of the protector. So Bluegrass did an amazing job to bring some kind of mesh, fully open fabric here, so that this back protector ventilation works in conjunction with the garment itself.
It's really impressive to see just how far the material has come. But I wanted to know how it's actually made and how it goes from being that orange goo into being a dedicated back protector.
So yeah, we've just got a range of our ingredients here that I've already mixed a few of those in together. So just different stuff that makes our BP4 material. I'm just going to add D3O orange, which is our pigment, into the mix. So yeah, that's probably about how much we'd add in.
This is crazy. There's that little in there.
Yeah, you'll see that it comes out quite bright at the end of it. And then we use our mixing heads, and we'll mix it for a short period to ensure that all the ingredients are mixed together. And that will be our material.
That's it, the raw material there?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And you'll see, look at the difference in colour, just that little amount.
It looks just like the sample in the demo room. The next step sees a mould created using a CNC machine for that D3O mixture to be poured into. And once set, it's removed, tidied up, and left to cure for 24 hours. Okay, now it's time for the impact testing. We're going to go in here with Harry and check this out. Okay, so we've just seen a back protector subjecting a pretty brutal impact. So tell us a bit about what that represents and what sort of standards that is designed to sort of meet.
So all motorcycle back protectors are certified to the EN 1621-2 standard. Within that, we've got level 1, which can allow a slightly higher amount of force, and level 2, which is a bit lower. So for level 1 back protectors, the limit is 18 kilonewtons, and for level 2, it's 9. So we can kind of see here that even though the sort of product we're talking about is a level 1 protector, we're actually well below that limit. Which is again something that we generally strive to do when we try and develop products.
And so do you say that you exceed all of the standards as well?
Yeah, so like I say, whenever we do our sort of product developments, we obviously know that the limits are set by the standards. We also have our own internal limits, which are below that. So we strive to achieve better than what the standard is. Yeah. So we will generally do that on all our motorcycle protectors and whatever industries that we work in.
Then the BP4 pad comes together with the garment to create that final Bluegrass back protector for racers to use and keep them safe at the sharpest end of enduro racing. Wow, there is a lot more involved in the development of body armour than I ever imagined. All the stuff taken into account that the racers really need, the fabrics used, the materials used in the armour itself. Fascinating stuff. And actually, I've got to say, you're going to see more people using body armour, in particular back protectors like that one from Bluegrass, using the D3O insert in there. Let's face it, with terrain like this, you really need that sort of stuff. If you've got any questions about the stuff, about D3O or Bluegrass, please let us know in the comments underneath, and we'll get back to you. See you in the next video.